everybody. This is Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. How you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's sunny outside. There's no snow. It's good. It's about 50 degrees. It's kind of windy and a little bit cool, but not too bad actually. So I was out here working in the garage a little bit, straightening up, getting some wire ready and some scrap, going through a few different things here. I've got pretty good sized bin of some number one copper there, and some more wires to strip there. Some pretty fat ones, pretty nice. I'll show you what one of these looks like. Yeah, that's about at least a couple pounds right there. So yeah, that might be $4 or $5 worth of wire. There's some other big pieces in here too, like that. There's some real nice pieces like this. Yeah, and then there's a whole lot of this kind of stuff right here, and a few big long lengths of this. I'd say that's all pretty good. You can kind of see what's down in there. And then there's another bin below that that's got some more this was kind of a skip scab wire in here. Some of it's strippable, some of it's old. The scrapyards are being kind of picky these days about the old cloth type of Romex. They don't want to give you as much money for that, apparently. So be careful of that. Don't mix it in with your good Romex because they'll downgrade you for it. Yeah, and then this is a big pile of number 2 wire right there, or whatever they call it. Communications wire, things like that, Cat 5. I've got a couple other boxes. I think that's another one right there. And another box or two downstairs in the basement. I'm going to get all those together. I think now that the price of copper is up a little bit, I'm probably going to go for a little scrap run. One of these days, take a box of it back and get a little money. Yeah, so anyways, the real discussion that we were going to do here is not so much about the Ebikes Mars, but we've already discussed that in previous videos. It's about this gadget right here and these gadgets down here. I was having some problems with my 3D printer. I think maybe I'm printing a little bit too hot there and it's spitting balls of stuff, or there's something wrong with the print, with the actual file itself. I think I might have to check that file. May have some problems with it. Anyways, but it did successfully print, and I designed those little gadgets to kind of clamp on the handlebars there and give me a zip tie point, so I could zip tie my little music box here. See if I can get a good view of it there for you. Yeah, I think it costs about $20 on Amazon or something, and you plug your little SD card into it. Right over here has a little port. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but there's a place where you put your little SD card in there, and it plays music. So I figured I had it mounted down here on the bar down here, and what was happening is not only was I losing the speaker on the back side. The speakers one is on the back side and one is on the front side. So not only was I losing half the stereo by having it mounted down here, but it was also making it hard for me to throw my leg over the bar to get on and off the bike at times when I decide to do it that way. So I kind of wanted to get it up here so that way it's also louder too. I don't have to run the radio at such high volumes because it's closer to my face where I really want to have it. So I come up with that little design there, and it just uses regular old little zip ties to fasten it on there like that. I had to put 2 of them together, but it worked out good because they're both on the corners there, and it's nice and tight. I've already rode it, and it has enough give to wobble around a little bit when necessary. When you hit a bump or something, it's not so rigid that it's going to snap or something, but it's very tight in the fact that I've hit big bumps and chuck holes and things, and it didn't fall right off. So it seems to work good. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But another reason I wanted to include the scrap over there in part of this video is because while I was on my way, I went to a store yesterday because it was very, very nice out yesterday. It was around 70 degrees. So I decided to take a little ride a few miles away. And yeah, so I did come across some interesting scrap while I was out there. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, so what we were saying was I wanted to show you what I found when I was out there riding my bike yesterday. Yeah, I found that. And that's a 100-foot extension cord. And come over here to the other side. And there's a 100-foot extension cord in there, plus another little refrigerator cord. You're probably asking yourself, what's a 100-foot extension cord worth these days, Mark? Well, Mark would answer you it's about $1, I would say $1.35 or $1.45 a pound for extension cord. So if you figure each one of those cords weighs about, I want to say about 10 pounds, we're going to say. If you got two of them, that would be 20 pounds. And if you conservatively set it $1.50, okay, it would be it would be $21.50. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Maybe my math is off a little bit, but around 20 bucks for two extension cords, 100-foot. Yeah, so something like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good price for not even having to mess around with stripping them down or anything like that. And it's going up too. So kind of was worth it because I went to the store and I spent probably $17 on stuff. And I found, about $20 worth of wire. Yeah, maybe not quite that. Yeah, probably I'd say about $10 worth. Be realistic. Yeah, be realistic about it. About $10 worth. So, if even that. But still, pays for the ride, Like, you go up there, you get a little fresh air. You go to a store, you save some gasoline. You don't have to spend any money in the old Escape there. And you get out and see some sights. You have a good time. And you don't even have to expend any energy at all if you don't want to. You don't have to pedal. You can just push the button and go like a motorcycle if you want. Except you can ride on the sidewalk if you want to, which I think is great because I don't like to ride in the street because people will kill you on the street. So they're on their cell phones or they're not paying attention to what they're doing, and especially not for bicycles. Especially not for bicycles that are moving almost the same speed as they are. So you really got to watch out. You got to stop it, stop at every street, and you got to anticipate that they're not going to make the proper move. So you have to. So if you're out there riding an e-bike, just know those things. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for all the new subscribers that have come on board. It's great to see people having interest in my channel. Trying to produce some worthwhile content here and whatever I can do, a little video here and there, until I get something else rigged up to take another video of. So thanks a lot for all the new ones. Thanks to all the old ones for sticking around. Appreciate it. And if you know of anybody else that cares about e-bikes or RC cars, electronics, any of the stuff that I do, lasers, 3D printing, that type of stuff, school buses. Yeah, I don't really care about school buses, but when they interrupt you, then you care about them. So yeah, like I was saying, if you know anybody that's interested in this kind of hobby stuff, RC cars, slot cars, whatever, you name it, hey, refer them over to my channel, okay? Help a brother out. And if you're new to the channel, you've never seen it before, hope you had a good time. And hit subscribe, even if I never see you ever again. It would be really helpful. I appreciate it. And that's about all I got for today. So, on that friendly note, Mr. Squirrel over there is going to say, this is Mark with Mark's Own Hobby saying, see you in the next one.